going on, YouTube world? So I have another week of training for you guys. The volume for this week, if you watched last week's episode, pretty much the same, but I did hit a couple of PRs. So starting off with bench right now, didn't hit any weight PRs. This was the touch and go day, as you can see, but I did manage to hit that 231, which I went for 6 and only hit 5 last week. I ended up hitting it for a 3x6, so that was pretty dang good. I was pretty excited about that, excited about my progress, even though it's touch and go. And I like getting kind of mix of touch and go and pause bench press as well. So again, really similar here. With my form, I'm noticing even when I do pause bench that my elbows flare a little bit more than I would like them to. One of my big cues is to create external rotation on the bar, but still it just seems like kind of when I get to that point, almost like a Vegas, like kind of a twitch, you would have at the bottom of a squat. It's almost the same exact thing I have with the bench press, where it kind of just twitches up. So something I need to work on, but again, this cycle, this 8-week training, my bench press has responded very, very well. This was definitely my best lift of the week. This was a 396 squat for a triple. My previous best triple was 385, and honestly, this wasn't that grindy. I set out at the end of this 8-week cycle, I didn't tell anyone this, but it was on paper, to hit a 405 triple. I just thought that'd be really cool and be a big jump for me. So I definitely think that's attainable with how my training's been going, especially with that set there. This was a 405 triple. You're only going to see 2 reps because I pulled a single and I had to pull some callus off my hand. So I kind of took a step back and had to reset. But this felt pretty good. But my second set, which I didn't have, felt kind of grindy and it was really slow. I think it was like a 0.18 or a 0.16 on the Tendo unit. I try to keep most of my lifts above 0.2. So you see this, I backed off. This is 374 here. This is a lot quicker. And another thing, that 396 triple squat was a 0.28, which lets me know that I have quite a bit more in the tank. And you can check out my Fitocracy, and I'll actually post the lifts, the speed of the lifts. If you see like this red bar, the string, I'll usually put like 140 kilos times 3 and then put the speed there so I can see that too. So this was my triples day for bench press, so these are paused. This is kind of an acclimation set to see how I was feeling. Didn't feel as good as I did last week, honestly, when I hit that 242 for a triple. But I went ahead and just tried to get it again. I was going to try to hit it for 2 sets, but this was actually pretty rough for me. Maybe it's just because I wasn't feeling as good, or I didn't get a lift off. That could happen too, but wasn't pleased with my form here. Elbows flaring a little bit too much like I talked about, but again, that's pretty damn good considering my best single before doing this cycle was a 250 pause. So I'm definitely making progress. And this was not a great session for me. I only have 1 set here. One of these sets of squats were actually kind of high, which was surprising to me, but I believe I hit 2 sets at like 370-ish, and then this one was at 383. So again, it's good that I can look at a 383-pound squat for a triple and say that I wasn't having a good day. That just kind of lets me know how much progress I've actually been making lately. But again, just kind of the same problems you see there. I was having some troubles bracing, and I just wasn't feeling great that day. But that was the training for this week. Again, my volume will taper off a little bit more, so I'll pretty much be dropping 1 set from each of my big lifts. So for example, my 3x3 on squats will go to 2x3, and then my final week they'll go by 1x3. Like I said, I set out to hit that 405 triple for a squat, and I may hit that, I may hit a little bit under or over, just kind of seeing how it feels. And I've gotten a lot of questions about where I'm training at in my gym. People think they're really, really nice, and they are very, very nice because they're at the University of Texas Tech. That's where I'm working at now. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care.